The best performers treat what they do as if it was a hobby, or as if they were mad scientists. They have fun exploring the limits of their potential. This is a crucial point to recognize. Many people have the urge to create masterpieces, to play in the major leagues, or to run major corporations, but may never get there. There are no guarantees, and the greater your strivings, the greater the competition. But that's why it's so critical to think like an artist. You'll never be able to explore the limits of your potential without learning your trade, polishing your skills, and mastering your craft. That's the part that takes time. But you'll also fall short of your potential and fail to find your true calling if all you do is work on your game without devoting significant time to changing your attitude towards work and how you think doing it. No matter what level of player you are, you can learn how to perform at your utmost while implementing your most creative techniques like an artist. The way to hone in on your creative process is to spend time messing around. And I don't mean disappearing for a few fireball shots. But if you do, give me a holler. The purpose of messing around is to discover the fun of engaging yourself in a difficult task, trying to figure it out, trying to innovate. I want you to forget about the outcome. Forget whether it is successful or not. The goal is to make your job seem like a hobby, to make work more like play. How often have you heard successful people say, "I can't believe someone is paying me to do this"? That's the reason why some engineers go to the lab on the weekend to test new ideas. Why a CEO may have his assistant hold all calls during the morning so he can read a book that may spark an idea, returning later to grapple with a tough problem with his mind refreshed. Try to remember how loose you were in the early days when not so much was riding on a game or decision. You might even want to visit a schoolyard or a playground to watch kids play, taking note not only of the children's joy, but also of their focus and concentration. It might be child's play, but those kids are serious. Many artists have pointed out to their ability to remain childlike as the secret to their success, just messing around with paints. They are able to recreate the very world right before their eyes. Isn't that what most science is? Messing around with different ways of seeing how the world works. Einstein often pointed out his own ability to ask simple questions about things that everyone else took for granted, like time and space, as the only route to scientific breakthrough. Art often depends on mistakes and serendipity. The British artist Francis Bacon said that his own best work was always a product of an accident. He said, "When I begin a new canvas, I have a certain idea of what I want to do. But while I am painting, suddenly, out of the painting itself, these forms and directions that I hadn't anticipated just appear. It is these that I call accidents." Bacon was unwilling to ascribe such accidents to his unconscious mind in some classic Freudian way. For him, the art came from a mixture of what he said he had in mind and what just happened as he brushed the paint across the canvas. Bacon said there's always an element of control and an element of surprise. And most good athletes would nod their head in agreement. They know what they're doing, but in the heat of the moment of the performance, special things, surprises, can happen. They not only embrace these surprises, they are looking for them. What about a surgeon? Neither you nor I want a surgeon messing around during our operation. When you're undergoing a heart bypass surgery, you want someone very experienced with the type of surgery you need. And most definitely not someone experimenting with new techniques. If that doctor, however, only does the same procedures week after week, year after year, he or she is bound to fall into a mindset of boredom. And that is when the biggest mistakes are made. Locked into doing things the proper way for so long, she'll also lack the capacity to handle unexpected events or circumstances that arise during the surgery. The best surgeons, on the other hand, will list the number of operations they do in a month or quarter so they can spend some time learning new techniques or devising their own in the lab with well-informed patients who are out of options and need experimental care. These are the surgeons that get up in the morning eager to get to work. The plotter will wake up one day wondering why she isn't happy and wondering if there is a difference between her and an assembly line drone. Dreamers are the ones that create products, and companies that sell them. The invention of a product is a work of art itself. It was created out of mere thought. Even money itself had to be created. From the coinage of ancient Greece to paper money some 300 years ago, to the credit cards of today, as well as more recent creative financial instruments, such as the junk bond and mortgage-based securities. Does it take more imagination to create a junk bond or paper money than the coat hanger, Mickey Mouse, or even a paper clip, or the digital camera? I'm not sure. But the one thing that they all have in common is someone behind the process, a high performer of thought, enjoying all the failures as if they were works of art. Now, it's a good point to ask yourself the question, do you work like an artist or like an assembly line drum? If you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and share. My name is Evan Rodriguez, and this is The Mind's Eye. See ya.